the issue of DP and the cooperation with the government, with the NRM. First of all, if you read the appointment, the instrument appointing the Honorable Norbert Mao, it clearly states Honorable Norbert Mao will serve as Minister for Justice and Constitutional Affairs, but Norbert Mao is described as the President General of the Democratic Party. Now, if there hadn't been enough consultation within the party, well, I am not privy to the decision-making process within DP, but they can ratify the decision or the position taken. That can be internally managed as a party. We are also cooperating with the UPC. You recall that the Honorable Betty Amongi is a member of UPC, and she serves in the government as a minister. It doesn't mean that UPC is no more. So similarly, the serving of Honorable Norbert Mao in the government does not mean that the NRM has cannibalized the DP or has swallowed DP. No, DP will still be there. So I think the members of DP should tone down the anxiety. It may be beneficial for them if their president is working closely with the government. It depends on what they stand for. The leadership of DP thinks that DP can push its agenda better if they cooperate, and it's now up to DP to internally discuss it and see how to manage it. But for us, we see it as something positive. As going to court, no problem. The courts are there, and anybody and everybody is free to go to court on any matter in this country. You can go to court. I saw even people arguing that, you see, the Constitution says if you cross, like for the case of members of parliament to another party, you cease being a member of parliament. That's a different thing. Honorable Mao has not crossed to the NRM. He still keeps his DP card, but he's just cooperating with NRM. It's like, and there has been making that argument, like the Interreligious Council, where the Muslims and Christians sit together. It doesn't mean that when they sit together, the Archbishop of the Catholic Church or Anglican Church has crossed the Muslim faith. You can sit. So Honorable Mao will still be sitting in the cabinet, but as a DP member, because he still holds his DP card. The way the Honorable Betty Amongi sits in the cabinet, but she still holds a UPC card. And when we call for the NRM caucus, she doesn't attend because she's not a member of NRM. Similarly, even when Norbert Mao is sworn in as a minister, if we go for the NRM parliamentary caucus, he will not be attending because he does not belong to the NRM. He belongs to DP. So Ugandans should not find difficulty. To us, we feel it's a positive thing for political parties to cooperate, to work together. You may have different ideological positions, but what brings us together is that we want a good and a better Uganda. We may not necessarily attain a better Uganda through fighting and belligerence and throwing stones, but maybe constructive engagement in a civilized manner can be a way of generating consensus for us to take Uganda forward. And Honorable Mao and his group, his team, believe that constructive engagement, even when ideologically you differ, is probably the best position for taking Uganda forward. There are those who think, because I'm a minister and I'm an NRM, you must come with a stone and hit me with a stone, but we don't believe that is the way forward for this country. So for us, we have no problem with cooperating with any political party as long as we are all looking at a better Uganda into the future. So the consultation processes within DP is a matter for DP. It's a matter for DP, and I don't think there are decisions which are taken by leaderships. When you are a leader, you take decisions. Like in our case, NRM, we didn't have to call a national conference of NRM leaders, the whole country, to discuss this issue of cooperating with the DP. But there are top leaders in NRM who talked about, I can tell you as a vice chairperson of NRM, I was aware of what was going on. The discussion is between the DP and NRM, but we didn't have to call a national conference of 10,000 leaders of NRM to discuss such a matter. So it depends on how the constitution and policy instruments, the DP, are designed on the issue of decision making and the kind of consultation you require. So it's an internal matter for DP, but for us we see it as positive, and we shall support Minister Mao to do his work, and we feel it will be beneficial for DP members and for the country, because in any case, all of us are in these political parties to see what contribution we can make to the improvement, the quality of life of Ugandans. And I'm sure that desire is what is driving Honorable Norbert Mao.